we have some interesting things happening in the crypto space right now. We're expecting a Richard Hart versus SEC hearing in the next few hours. And there's some really interesting things that are happening in regards to the SEC and the reaction that a lot of people have had in the crypto space towards the SEC Hex case, because the SEC, as predicted, has not stopped with attacking Hicks and Richard Hart. Now, I say that because some people within the crypto space were celebrating that attack, saying that you're going after bad players, good on you, SEC. And now the SEC is going after Uniswap, one of the most beloved protocols in the crypto space. The one that stands for all your decentralization, all the good stuff that crypto is all about. So let's take a look at a few tweets. I'm going to take a look at one summary that Hexologist posted. Right, it says Richard Hart, founder of Hex, files a motion to dismiss SEC lawsuit, showcasing his confidence in the legal standing of the project. So Richard Hart filed a motion to dismiss the case against him, and now one of the grounds was jurisdiction. He's not based in the United States and has not operated, or he's never gone out of his way to kind of recruit U.S. Investors or anything like that. Let's say Hart asserts that he has not targeted US investors and that his tokens Hex, Pulse Chain, and PulseX do not constitute investment contracts. He emphasizes his First Amendment's right that speech and crypto activities are protected. Despite the challenges faced by other crypto executives in similar situations, Hart's unique defense may set a precedent, highlighting the nuances of each case. Hart has remained committed to promoting his projects, demonstrating resilience and a strong belief in their legality since their inception. So it's all of the good stuff that we know about Pulse Chain, decentralized, and the decentralization is pretty strong because if you look at it, he removed all his validators. He posted that a few months ago, so he's not involved in the running of Pulse Chain of the chain, and he's not a validator, so because that's how the network operates, right? So we say, okay, now Richard had posted this, right? He said, first they came after socialists and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came after for the trade unionist and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came after Jews and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. Now this works really in a way that in some cases when they were going after like Pulse Chain, when they were going after even XRP, when they were going after Coinbase, some people celebrated this, and that is the wrong strategy to go about it, right? And we've got Crypto 7 said, great stream today, hexagons from Ivan and Tech on SEC and Uniswap. Be amazing if Uniswap joined forces with Hex community and Richard Hart right now by promptly relisting us. It would be very, very powerful. Right, now this is a thing about Uniswap because they're going after Uniswap right now, and if Uniswap chose to delist Hex and then at the same time they say that we are not responsible, it's just code, that kind of looks like a contradiction there. They either are responsible for the assets listed on Uniswap or they're not. And I don't know which one they're choosing. But I do think that there might be some things happening in regards to Uniswap. Because I do believe that there is a slight chance, there's a slight possibility that Uniswap might be kind of maybe they had some talks with the SEC behind closed doors. Maybe they've got a relationship. Maybe they've been talking about some things. Because, I mean, why would they delist Hex the moment that it was clear that the SEC was going after Richard Hart? Now, I've seen some posts on Twitter as well saying that, look, since Uniswap chose to delist Hex because of the case against Richard Hart, maybe it's time Uniswap also unlist the Uni token because there is some action against Uni token as well. Right, so there is something to think about in regards to that. Now let's take a look at another tweet. Right, so crypto class, there is a Richard Hart versus SEC hearing tomorrow in New York. Let's get our stuff together. Who is covering this live? Yeah, so there's talking about people covering it live, and then we've got Katie saying that your policy was to remove assets the SEC are claiming to be security. That's why you blocked Hex from being traded on your user interface. Why is it not? When are you delisting Uni? Right, so all in all, I do think that, look, the logical thing is for the crypto space to come together, because at the end of the day, this is a fight for everyone. And one of the other posts that I saw that is being emphasized is like, look, because of common law, whatever judgment comes in regard to the Richard Hart case will affect all of crypto. And the SEC desperately wants a win so that they can parade and say, see what good we're doing. And unfortunately, whatever president is set will affect everyone. So that's the bankless guys wanted the SEC to go after after Richard Hart and after Hicks, but now they are sad that the SEC is going after Uniswap. But you've got to understand that in these cases, the technology is pretty much identical. The PulseX technology is the same as the Uniswap, right? Pulse chain is a fork of Ethereum. So if you can't have one without the other. If your thesis is that look, they should go after Pulse chain, then by that logic, they should also go after Ethereum. So I do think that like the right thing to do is what most people are saying, is that crypto needs to come together, stand together. Now, most people as well, in regards to the Richard Hart case, are talking that Richard Hart's defense seems very, very strong. Now, the difference with Richard Hart and most other people who launch stuff in crypto is that Richard Hart, before launching, thought of compliance. That's why you would hear him saying that there's no promises. That's why he told you that this is a sacrifice. And he made that clear again and again and again and again, that this is a sacrifice. Now, if you are anyone who's been looking, when the Hex launch happened, he told you that whatever Ethereum you send to transform into Hex is not your money. Forget about it. It's not being promised for anything. And what happened was he did not use any of that money to fund any of the stuff that people would have expected. So not only did he say no expectations, he proved it before that no expectations means no expectations. Anyway, we'll see how all this pans out, and the hearing will be soon, so I'll be covering that soon. I'll be covering as soon as we start hearing the what happened from the people who will be attending. I'll be covering that as well. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.